Hello you plonkers and welcome to the first episode of Drewzy United. Before we get into the video, I have started up a EPL Fantasy League. Join using the link on screen now. It starts in game week 2. So if you haven't made an account yet, make sure you go make an account, make a team, join the Drewzy Fantasy League. Let's get into the video. It's happened. It's the first game of the Premier League season and I was going into it with a lot of optimism, but often sport doesn't fill me with happiness when I have that optimism and I'm left feeling empty and sad about my team's performances. But it wasn't the case today or last night at Old Trafford when United played Leeds in the early kickoff, lunchtime kickoff over there. Started at 7:30 over here in Perth, but what a game it was. How good was it to have a crowd back in Old Trafford? It just makes it the theatre of dreams. It's not the theatre of dreams without the fans, and filling out that stadium was awesome to see once again. It's finally normal. And there was no better way to rev up the United faithful than before the game, revealing Rafael Varane as a United player, coming out in a suit, holding up the United shirt, walking out in front of the Stretford end, walking to the middle of the pitch. I mean, that got me raring to go, and it got all the United fans raring to go as well. So stoked that he's finally confirmed as a Manchester United player. So, let's get into the game anyway. The lineup wasn't any different to how we really lined up last season. And Dan James got the start ahead of Sancho because he's only trained for about 4 days, I believe. And we didn't leave it long to open our Premier League scoring account for the season. And who else would it be except for Bruno Fernandes? I love this man so much. He had a hat-trick on the day. Absolutely unreal performance from him. But the first one was a nice bit of link-up play. McTominay, Pogba with a one-touch flick, plays Bruno through and he just smashes it on his left peg, goes through the keeper's legs. Nothing much the keeper could really do about it, and we're 1-0 up. The party has begun. But it wasn't until the second half that the party really started to kick on, and Leeds equalised. Ailing, no one really tracked his run into the final third, and he just smashes it top corner. There's nothing De Gea could have done about that. And to concede a goal like that, you know, it's better than just having a crumbly defence and a tap in at the back post or something like that. So, you know, fair play to Leeds for getting that goal. But something that is different in the last couple of seasons compared to when I used to watch United play under Mourinho or Van Gaal. The thing I've learned is that when we concede, we always score. I'm not scared when we equalise now. I'm like, yeah, I have faith in this team to go and get a goal. And we did. We got 3 in 8 minutes, and it was absolute madness just seeing these goals fly in left, right and centre. The second goal was another delightful ball from Pogba. My man is on the back of this shirt and I love him and I hope that he stays because this was probably the best game that he's ever played in a United shirt, with 4 assists. Absolutely unreal. Picks the ball up in his own half and just threw balls it to Greenwood. Absolutely composed. 1 touch, 2 touch, bang, bottom corner. Keeper's not saving it in front of the Stretford end, and it's so good to see Greenwood, who's developed so nicely over the last year and a half throughout COVID where there's been no fans. Greenwood has really started to establish himself as a Manchester United player. So for him to score such a classy goal when he's playing through the middle for the first time since that game against Leeds last season, so good to see how much he's developed, and he got rewarded with a goal. And then the third goal, Fred wins the ball in midfield and just gives it to Pogba. Fred, you're not going to really create too much, just give it to the creative guys, and that's what he does. And he did it well. He had a good game, to be fair to him. Fred gave it into Pogba. Pogba plays Bruno through for his 3rd assist of the game. Pogba and Bruno just does the rest, weaves some magic, sells the shot on the right foot, pulls it back onto his left, and then just places it nicely through 4 or 5 defenders, and it just goes over the line. United are 3-1 up, and Bruno has officially arrived at Old Trafford in front of the Red Army. And the football we played against Leeds was so direct. Like, it was literally Fred, Pogba, Bruno, Pogba, Greenwood, bloody Pogba, Bruno. Like, it was just so direct. All of our goals were just so clean. There was no flapping about at all. It was just bang, bang, bang. Clinical. Absolutely clinical from United. Now, Victor Lindelof, who's probably going to lose his place in the starting 11 to Rafael Varane, got on the assists. Another beautiful ball, which we have seen from Lindelof in the past. Can't remember who it was against. Maybe the Europa League. But Lindelof just plays a beautiful ball through to Rashford, just puts it on a plate for him, and he scored. And this goal was similar. Playing it through to Bruno. Lets the ball bounce, hits it on the half volley, first touch, bang, Bruno hat-trick, first hat-trick as a United player. I couldn't believe what I was seeing in this game. It was absolutely unbelievable. Such a good goal, gives Bruno his hat-trick and the match ball for the game. And that all happened in 8 minutes. Those last 3 goals happened in 8 minutes. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The party wasn't stopping there. Paul Pogba was on the edge of the box, whips it into Fred, who makes his way forward, and he gets rewarded for the hard work that he put in on the day. He gets a goal and makes it 5-1 to Manchester United. The first season I started watching United was when David Moyes took over, unfortunately, so I've missed all of the Premier League winning seasons, unfortunately for me, and this season just feels so much different to any other season I've seen before. The quality of these goals were absolutely magical. As I said, I've never seen United win a title. I go for the Fremantle Dockers in the AFL, and I've never seen them win a premiership. There's still a very long way to go in the season. I can see that. Obviously, I'm not delusional, but this just has a different feel to any season I've ever been a part of as a Manchester United fan. We've still got Varane, one of the best defenders, most accomplished players in world football, to come into that side and slot in beside Harry Maguire. Leeds didn't even have a look in on goal. Imagine when Varane's there with Maguire. Absolutely unbelievable partnership that's going to be. And Sancho come on. He's only been training for 4 days, so obviously he hasn't really linked up in that system just yet. But yeah, Sancho was on. It was good to see him play on Old Trafford. Finally, he's finally a Manchester United player. As soon as he stepped on the pitch, that's when just the moment of realisation that all this talk for the last year and a half, and he's finally in a Manchester United shirt. Happy days. And you look at how good the mid to forward connection was in this game, and adding Sancho into that with how creative he is, him linking up with Bruno and Pogba. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be such a beautiful watch this season. And I just can't wait for the next game. Absolutely clinical performance from United. 10 out of 10. Could not fault this performance. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comments down below. Who was your man of the match? I'd have to give it to Bruno Fernandes just for those beautiful finishes. You could have given it to Pogba with 4 assists, but you can't not give man of the match to the bloke who got the hat-trick. Very hard to choose. Obviously, Pogba set up 4 goals. So hopefully Pogba can continue that good form all season long. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, drop a like, drop a sub. Come on, you bloody United Red Devils. So keen for the next game, but I want to stop waffling. Have a good day. See you in the next video, you plonkers.